One time. Sorry about that, guys. Welcome back to the daily live stream. Go ahead and hit that like button as you come in. Say where you're watching from. Be interactive in the chat. Make sure that you don't disrespect any subs, subscribers, or supporters, or any mods that will get you kicked out of the chat and or censored. Make sure that you hit that like button. You say where you're watching from, and most of all, that you guys are disrespectful to one another in the chat. It's a news night, so we're gonna get right into the news clips.
I don't feel like cooking today, so I'm trying 2 meals from Cook Unity to see if they're actually worth the hype. And first up, we're starting with this mission.
Megan, are you covering this story? Well, let's take a look and see if you're any different than the rest. What do we got? Anti-ICE riots, illegal immigrants, Don Lemon, Don Lemon, Don Lemon, illegal immigrants, Don Lemon, Don Lemon, Don Lemon. So no, yet another MAGA influencer who hasn't done or said a single f***ing word about the new files release. Isn't that amazing? And we've had a lot of new wild additions to the stories this week, from things like Elon Musk begging to go to the island and Jay-Z being implicated for disgusting, horrific crimes with Harvey Weinstein, so much so that he has now fled the country, supposedly, and deleted his Instagram. Wow. Absolutely insane story. And you would think this story would be getting covered everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Right? Right? Well, it turns out no. If you only ingest MAGA media and Fox News, for example, you may have not even heard that there was even a new Epstein files release, because I actually went through Fox News's pages and all of the MAGA influencers, and they are just eerily quiet on this. That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Helps the channel. Let's jump into this thing. Let's talk about it. Why are these MAGA influencers all so suspiciously quiet? Yes, all the usual suspects. You guys know them. All of the people who've got no intellectual capability outside of simping for Donald Trump and MAGA. None of them got a goddamn word to say about this. Isn't that interesting? And it's a lot more than just them as well. You also got people like the MAGA binder dipshits here who were so proud that they were going to be able to release what's in the files. Well, what does people like Liz Wheeler have to say now? Well, I'm sure human praying mantis Liz Wheeler definitely covered this story, right? Let's take a look. China's plot, Pam Bondi, 0 indictments, 4 crimes committed by Becca Good, Trump frustrated with Pam Bondi. Oh, look at that. Nothing about the files. And that's going to be a common story as we work our way through all these MAGA talking heads and influencers. And it's just amazing to me that somehow none of them have even heard about this story yet. Now, why might that be? Why might all of these pro-Trump MAGA heads be silent right now? Could it have anything to do with, oh, I don't know, maybe the, pages and pages and pages of multiple victims accusing Donald Trump of raping teenage girls, running underage orgy sex parties, threatening to murder these girls if they end up saying anything. Just pages and pages, everything highlighted. Trump is implicated in these. So if you want to pause them and go all the way through them, you can. But I mean, as you can see here, it's just dozens and dozens and dozens. So you would think this is massive, massive story. You think, hey, you would absolutely want to cover the biggest story in the news, right? That's what we do as social media creators. And there's also, emails like this that are dropping. So this is a new one that just dropped. You may not have seen yet. Pretty interesting. Jeffrey Epstein talking about bringing girls to an event for Donald Trump. And what do they have to say here? It says, when we come next month, I'm thinking about bringing blank and blank with us. They're up for anything. You'll love them. Jeffrey Epstein says, not a good idea. Redacted, which, why would you redact who this is in this conversation? This isn't a victim. You should absolutely tell us, government, who is this file? I don't know. But anyway, he responds, why? And Epstein says, Trump will be there. He doesn't like black girls. He calls them boogers. Won't go within 10 feet. Now, I feel like someone like Officer Tatum would find that highly, highly offensive, right? Well, I don't know. Let's see what he had to say about the Epstein files. Now, shockingly, Talmud Tatum here actually did. He's one of the very, very few MAGA influencers who did any content on this Epstein release. And what was his video on? His video is Trump scores huge win after new Epstein dump backfires on Democrats. So that's actually even worse. Rather than just being a silent little shill, Tatum, of course, because this is what the good guy does, he actually is out here defending the files, saying they exonerate Trump and backfire on Democrats. Interesting take, given all of the allegations of being 13-year-old girls there is in the new files release. But okay. And here's a new one that just got released recently. You may not have seen. I personally witnessed defendant Trump telling the plaintiff that she shouldn't ever say anything, and if she didn't want to disappear like the 12-year-old female blank, and that he was capable of having her whole family killed. As you see down here, the statement was, I declare under penalty of perjury that the foregoing is true and correct. This was done under oath. So, Apex Shakur, are you sure that that is exonerating Trump? Because it doesn't seem like it. But what did Donald Trump have to say about this new file drop where his name is in the files over 5,000 times?
What did you think of the latest release of Epstein files, and do you think your critics will be satisfied with?
Well, they should be, because it looked like this guy Wolf, who's a writer, was conspiring with Epstein to do harm to me. And I didn't see it myself, but I was told by some very important people that not only does it absolve me, it's the opposite of what people were hoping, the radical left.
So Trump actually believes that the recent files release exonerates him. Now, what may actually be true, Trump may not have even any clue that all of these documents are out about him raping teenagers, because he gets all of his news from Fox News. And let's see what Fox News has been covering. So yes, Fox News, baby, I'm sure they have covered this story in detail, digging up every piece of evidence they could find. Let's see. All right, we got a bunch about stolen elections, supplying Turkey, Iran, revolutions, anti-ICE claims, Iran, TPUSA, Iran again, or Minneapolis, Iran, Minneapolis, ICE, Iran, more blaming of Democrats, Minneapolis, Iran, ICE. So it doesn't really matter how far I scroll down here, guys. Not a single fucking story. Now, isn't that a single